hata kama ni mwaka moja mbili.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's sitting of Success Beyond Borders with Africa Airlift Initiative. I'm your host, Kyogora DMK, the Executive Director and Founder of the Africa Airlift Initiative. And in today's live session, I'm hosting one of our successful students who has managed to get a visa to go to study in the US. She will introduce herself in a short while, and she studied Diploma in clinical medicine, I think at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, and she has been working as a clinical medical, I think as a medical doctor. I don't know what to refer to her. Clinical officer, yes, as a clinical officer at Thika Level 5 Hospital,
No.
if I'm not wrong.
Gatundu.
Level 5, it's Level 4.
No, it's St. Jude's
It's
nursing home.
Jude's Gatundu, that's where she works as a clinical officer. And I would like her to tell us more about herself and the journey. We started the Africa Airlift Initiative with the opportunities for undergraduate students, transfer students, masters, PhD, and all those ones. And in her case, she's a transfer student because we transferred the credit she did for her diploma so that she could go and study the undergraduate degree now at Missouri State University, and she succeeded to get a visa for the same. So it has been a difficult path because there is nothing like diploma in clinical medicine in the US like we have it here being offered in universities and KMTCs. But in our case, we have found our path, and she's our premier student, our premier clinical officer to succeed in this path. And I think it's a path that we will be recommending to the others to follow, those who wish to study and work in the United States. So it's a path that she has followed, and she's here with us today. So welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
You can briefly introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Ann Waithera Maina from Muranga County, Gatanga sub county, and I graduated from JKUAT with a diploma in clinical medicine and surgery in 2020. Yeah. So
after graduating in 2020, where did you go to?
I did a pre-internship in the Shanjiro Mission Hospital. Then I went for my internship in Muranga Sub-County Hospital. Then after Muranga, I went to St. Jude's Nursing Home for my clinical experience.
Yeah.
With now a license.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Now, before you graduated from, you had told me when we met that when we began when did we begin your process? Is it last year?
Last year in November.
Yeah, November. Before we met, you had told me you had tried to apply for visas several other times and failed. How many times had you gone to the embassy?
Twice.
You had gone twice?
Yes, when? In 2015. 2015 in June and July.
Okay. So why were you going to the embassy at that time?
I was going from still an F1 visa.
Undergraduate?
Yes, they had. I was called at the University of Central Oklahoma to pursue a degree in computer science. So yeah, I went to the embassy to get my visa, but unfortunately I was denied twice.
Oh, twice before?
Yeah.
That is in 2015 and 2016?
No, 2015.
Twice, 2015.
June and July.
So what happened? When did you go to the embassy again after that?
The guy who was guiding me told me, let's reapply for the visa. So that's what I went ahead to do.
No, I'm asking, so after getting denied twice, did you just give up or what happened?
For some time, yes. I felt like that door is completely closed. So yeah, I focused on my studies here. But now after completing my studies, I think most of the people around me are outside the country. So unaona your pressure, that's what they were doing to me. And then
wanakupressurize wewe kuja jaribu tena.
try your best, you know. And then most of the people think I'm a nurse, so they are sending me the maybe like the Avant posts, the med pro posts. I'm like, I'm not a nurse, I'm a clinical officer, and I've tried looking at it, and I do not have a chance in the US. I'm in the UK. So after some time, that's when
have you ever tried Avant? No.
Yeah, I emailed them.
Did you submit your fingerprints and everything?
No, because
because I've realized that the embassy wako linked, because Avant ukiwatumia fingerprints wanazituma FBI kila mahali kuangalia kama umeikuwa involved kufanya the background checks. So embassy wanakuwa na fingerprints zako, so the moment unaenda hapo kama student wanaona ulikuwa umejaribu kuenda as an immigrant nurse, wako wanakukataza visa. So even for students watching out there, if you have done nursing ama medical courses and you want to go as a student, submit fingerprints zako kwa Avant, unless you sure you want to follow that path kwenda as an immigrant nurse, we follow mpaka mwisho. But it's shorter to go as a student, because as a student you can go within a year maximum, but as an immigrant worker it take like 3 years or 2 to 3 years to do the licensure exams and all that. And the moment you submit your fingerprints to Avant, forget about going as a student.
Wow.
Actually, the embassy will not give you a visa.
The only reason as to why I did not submit at Avant is because they needed my nurse license. I don't have that.
And you are not a nurse.
Yes. Hapo tu ndipo nilikwama, otherwise.
Ungekuwa ushatumana. Ingekuramba. Ungekuwa ushawapatia fingerprints.
Exactly.
Okay. So now they were putting this kind of pressure to you ndio uende.
Yes. Wananionyesha like how, and you can say they have good lives. So, and you want the same for yourself, etc. So, yeah, and then going back, my parents could realize I'm not settled kabisa. So they used to, around last year, like I was trying to explore all the opportunities out there for me as a clinical officer. And I communicated to my dad. I told him like sipati kitu. So he told me, then you go back and do a CNA. My mom on the other hand was telling me, then you go and start over and be a nurse, like soma hii nursing unataka. Then in that nini I told them, let me try one more time, nione kama kuna kitu. I'll try my best, I'll look into options, and then nikipata kitu nitakuja kuambia. Yes, that's
okay. So now then psyche kaingia tena ya kutaka kuenda nje. What made you come to us? Okay. How did you find out about us?
Okay, this is very interesting because I had my best friend is a medical doctor. She had told me about Kenya Airlift program. So it was my last resort actually. So I came to Kenya Airlift program. I was asking what are some of the opportunities for me? How can I benefit from your program? But unfortunately I couldn't. But a guy at the reception from Kenya Airlift referred me here. He told me, but don't worry, all hope is not lost. There's a program on first floor inaitwa Fordale, na akaniambia they are legit by the way. So hearing him tell me it's legit, that's the way I ended up here.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, then we started the process.
I started the process. I came, I was explained how it goes, etc. I was told about I need to get my transcripts. They need to be checked if I have a GPA that qualifies. And yeah, after like 2 days I had my GPA results. No, I had like 2 weeks because I didn't have all my transcripts, so I have to source them from school. And after that, I submitted them to the website. Yeah, for Fordale by that time. So after submitting, within 2 days, I had my results. I was told my GPA is good to 3.19. Yeah, that's when I started the whole process.
Okay. So now came in the journey. We applied to how many schools?
We applied to 2. It was first Missouri. I had my I-20 from Missouri in February. Then because they weren't giving me the 4 years, and I mean the 2 years that I wanted. So we then applied to GVSU. They also gave me 4 years. So yeah, tukaamua tu like because tulikuwa tusha book nini the visa dates, so tukaamua tu like we can't keep waiting for GBSC because we had emailed them asking them to give me the 2 years, but they couldn't, they weren't replying to the emails, so tukasema tu tuende tu na hiyo ya 4 years.
Yeah. And then that issue came up at the embassy. Why is your 20 reading 4 years yet you have a diploma? You should be doing an undergraduate for 2 years.
Yes, I can have.
How did you tackle that at the embassy? Because I think that was the trickiest part, and when we were doing our discussions I told you hii hapa ndio maneno
ndio itatusumbua. Because I remember, unakumbuka nikikwambia I feel like my case is really weak. We should cancel the dates and look for another date because mi sioni kama nitatoboa. And then I had this fear of failing again. That time nitakufa.
I know.
So I after like tumemaliza, you told me like you explained to me how I'm supposed to explain why I'm going for, it's actually written 4 years, but I'm actually going for 2 years. I'm supposed to have that communication with my career advisor once I'm on that other side. So when I went to the embassy, venye nilifikiwa, it was a lady who called me. I was next in line, so kuna counselor alikuwa anashinda akiitana, so mi naona like hakuna mtu mwingine, so nashangaa hii namba anaita iko wapi juu mi sioni kwenye namba imeandikwa. So si ndio I decided let me just go, so that I can't piss her off. It's quite like maybe ni mimi najitoa, so I just went. By the time I get there she was like, I didn't call you. So I was like, oh, thank you God. I went back to my line. Then another lady at counter number 3 called me like that. Then when I went to her, I gave her my passport, I greeted her, alafu akaniuliza, so what did you do in campus? Where did you study in campus? Nikamwelezea I went to JKUAT, I did this and this and this. So why do you want to go back for 4 years? Why do you want to go do another for 4 years? Actually it's not 4 years, I'm going as a transfer student for 2 years, but they give a standard I-20s for all the students, so I'm supposed to have this discussion with my career advisor once I'm on that other side. Yeah, she told me to place my hand for fingerprints.
Oh, and now you felt relieved.
I almost cried.
Yeah. So how did your parents react to the news?
Because like nilikuwa nimeambia Mungu akinikishinda I'm going direct home, so venye like I had my blue paper, like hata sikukula, and you know like I got to the embassy at 6:08
in the morning.
Yes.
What time was your interview?
8:30. But I had somebody saying on TikTok, yes, like alienda, she went early so that she can sink in the whole of the relax, etc. So I was like, so this is what people are doing, let me just try it. There's no harm in try. Kwanza nilichukulia nduthi ngara
to the embassy that morning.
Yes, but I had lessons and everything, so nilikuwa
nimejifunika sababu ya dust.
Dust na pia baridi,
so it's very cold. Was very early in the morning. Na matatu ziko hapo Ngara, why did you choose?
So I was like,
ukachukua
acha niende mbio. Plus I just wanted like to have the ambience and relax prior to my interview.
Yeah.
So when tulikuwa wapi?
Yeah, so ni hapo ulifika embassy, so kuna watu ulipata hapo pia wao walifika mapema and
so nikamaliziwa haraka, went in and waited for my time.
Yeah. So now that morning, when you got now to the visa officer, did they ask you about the previous denials? It never came up.
They never asked. Honestly, they never asked. But I had told God, I mean, nilikuwa nimeongea na Mungu ya asubuhi nikamwambia, this is my last time. Nikianguka, I am never going to try again. Nitaona like this is not your will for me. Plus, nimekubali sasa nitolee form huko. Nilikuwa like I had communicated to God na nikasema like either way, whether I win or not, you still remain God. Na nitolee tu form huko, I will be okay.
Yeah. So now the family members now who you have just told me are abroad and they were encouraging you to keep trying. So they're in these which countries?
Not even family members, close friends. And a cousin I have cousins in Australia. I also have a friend in California. Yes. And another friend in Germany. So yeah, and they are close to me. So those are the people who are telling me like, you need to apply, you need to do this, try watu wanakuja, especially for US. My friend from the US alikuwa anashinda akiniambia people are coming via that visa, via the student visa, please try, jitume, jaribu. Like he used to pressure me kabisa, like jitume kabisa.
Okay, that's very nice. That's nice to hear. So then did you go straight home now after getting the visa, like you just promised yourself?
Yes, hata sikukula, nilienda kukunywa chai kwetu, like I couldn't. Nilienda nikapanda super metro all the way to Thika. The whole time I was crying because I couldn't understand. It was so hard during the first 2 times, but now this one, anyway, when it's God's time, like hakuna kitu anaweza nini, because like you see I was only asked 2 questions, and the other time I was really intimidated with questions, and I was still young. I think I was 21 or 22, but now this time around I was only asked 2 questions, and that was it.
Okay. Yeah, so now how did your parents react to the news?
They were so high. They were so happy. Like walikuwa wamebumpika because they knew this is what I wanted from I think 10 years ago. So seeing it come true, because the whole of last year I even looked depressed because like kuangalia unaona ni kama nakosa options. So yeah, I was feeling drained as a person, but seeing my victory, they were really happy. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, so I know we will be getting more news from you once you get to the US, more about your stories, also to enlighten our students about the career path. And for those who are wishing to join us, you can find us by googling africaairliftinitiative.com. Then you apply. You can download also the handbook and read about some of these opportunities for transfer students, undergraduate students, master's students, and PhD students who wish to study in the United States and Canada. One of the reasons we are doing the United States mostly is because the rate of the ease of getting accepted and getting a school, getting accepted, getting the I-20 is easier in the United States. Settling on in there also is easier in the United States. That's why I've also toured the United States very much, and I know the needs that they have there for workforce and all those other things that keep me encouraging young people to join the Africa Airlift Initiative, to be able to go there in different careers, different fields that are there for them to pursue. Yeah. So now let me go to your family. And how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings.
You are the eldest?
I'm the eldest. I'm the first born.
Okay. Now I understand why you are under pressure. You
Yeah.
are co-parent.
I'm a co-parent. Like now, like hakuna kitu mbaya. Like kama kuwa encourage ama kuwa motivate, they need to work hard and they can't see your fruit. It's my
Now umeweka pressure sasa kukufuata na kukuja, so
wanaona ni kama kajaba sasa.
yeah. So how young or old are they? The other two?
I have a sister who is just 1 year younger than me.
Okay.
And then I have a brother who is 24 right now, and a sister who is 18.
Okay. Now I think now you have set a perfect example for them about resilience, about determination, and think they can follow that path to success just like yourself.
Yeah.
No, most of us who are firstborns like myself tunakuanga na hiyo pressure ya kutofail. Usipeanango kama bad example. Unajua lastborns hawananga hiyo pressure.
Hawananga pressure. Najua like
kwa hiyo tendo utamu now for money, for everything like
anakumtengenezea kanjia, anajua sister wangu ako hapa
kwa mahali. So but now for you hakuna mtu wa kuangalia mbele. It's you who is there. Yeah, so now I'll go back to our director Brian to see kama kuna story yenye walifanya ya Ann wenye walimtembelea kwa, so that they can show obvious. Yeah. Or next Thursday is informing me that walienda kwa kina Ann Muranga, so they did a story about her na wazazi wake and everything. Na that story will hear live from our channel, the Success Beyond Borders. Please subscribe to our channel and encourage more students to subscribe so that they can be following up these stories to see what we do And the far we have come as a program, we decided to be doing live shows, not just the stories, so that people can get to, of course, interact with you, and as they see how far we have come and what we are doing. So siku zimebakia chache za kwenda US. So, umejipanga panga, ushanunua hata ile the big bag?
Mi nakwambia hata sahii mkaniambia niende.
Ukiambiwa sahii enda airport.
Hey, mi niko ready. Mi am ready kabisa.
Okay. Yeah, so that's very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing you more and hearing about your stories when you are there. Yeah, so one of the students you are going with to the United States, the program has partnered with us. I think she'll be traveling to some of your schools to see how you're doing and everything, to take care of you on the other side.
Okay,
You know,
that's
since
nice.
this is a young program, we needed ground presence. So we decided to take up on one of the students that we have in our program who is traveling this July to be working with us and to help other students who will be coming there with issues to do with accommodation, with issues to do with resettlement, the issue of jobs, and also to be able to follow up to see whether you guys are doing okay and everything else that is happening down there.
That's nice.
And her name is Faith Rono.
Oh, nice.
She's going to Grand Valley, so she will be our person. Even as we get more students coming your way, even as we proceed with this program. Yeah, so I'm very much happy for you.
Thank you so much. I'm also really happy.
So most of the time when I was talking to you, nilikuanga naona tu uko very much worried. Ama ni venye ulikuwa twice bitten, unakuwa third.
I came into the process with a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. Like wasiwasi hata sijui kutoka wapi. Tutaki kuanguka tena.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So before we go to the other section of live interaction with the viewers of Success Beyond Borders, I'd like us to take a short commercial break for our director to be able to show an advert. Then we'll be back in a few. Thank you.
Full of opportunities, known Africa as here to guide you on your journey. With our experienced team of consultants and advisors, we offer a wide range of services that cater to the unique needs of our clients. Whether you're a student seeking to pursue higher education, a professional looking to advance your career, or a family seeking new opportunities abroad, we have the programs and services to support you every step of the way. Africa Airlift Initiative, your partner in pursuing opportunities abroad. In a world full of opportunities where dreams know no boundaries, Africa Airlift Initiative is here to guide you on your journey. With our experienced team of consultants and advisors, we offer a wide range of services that cater to the unique needs of our clients. Whether you're a student seeking to pursue higher education, a professional looking to advance your career, or a family seeking new opportunities abroad, we have the programs and services to support you every step of the way. Africa Airlift Initiative, your partner in pursuing opportunities abroad. In a world full of opportunities where dreams know no boundaries, Africa Airlift Initiative is here to guide you on your journey. With our experienced team of consultants and advisors, we offer a wide range of services that cater to the unique needs of our clients. Whether you're a student seeking to pursue higher education, a professional looking to advance your career, or a family seeking new opportunities abroad, we have the programs and services to support you every step of the way. Africa Airlift Initiative, your partner in pursuing opportunities abroad. In a world full of opportunities where dreams know no boundaries, Africa Airlift Initiative is here to guide you on your journey. With our experienced team of consultants and advisors, we offer a wide range of services that cater to the unique needs of our clients. Whether you're a student seeking to pursue higher education, a professional looking to advance your career, or a family seeking new opportunities abroad, we have the programs and services to support you every step of the way. Africa Airlift Initiative, your partner in pursuing opportunities abroad. In a world full of opportunities where dreams know no boundaries, Africa Airlift Initiative is here to guide you on your journey. With our experienced team of consultants and advisors, we offer a wide range of services that cater to the unique needs of our clients.
So, welcome back, viewers of SBB TV, Success Beyond Borders. This TV is the broadcasting wing of the Africa Airlift Initiative. We show the stories of students who have gone through our program to be able to go and study in the United States and Canada. And today I'm with Ann Maina, who is going to Missouri State University for a bachelor's. She already did diploma in clinical medicine at JKUAT, and now we transferred the credits. She'll be going to do a bachelor's in that school, and then she'll be able to transition to, of course, the medical field there. So I wanted to ask to dissect the opportunities that are there in Kenya and in your experience as a clinical officer. So what have you experienced in the job market and everything has to do with clinical officers? Because the other day I saw doctors striking, they are demanding for jobs and all this. How is it difficult for a clinical officer to find a job?
It's actually really difficult, especially if you part a job in a kulipa what you deserve. It will take you a lot of time, na unapata wengine like utawafanyia kazi hawatakulipa, others
the private sector, no?
Yeah, the private, most of the, there's a whole list of shithole hospitals, hospitals that do not pay at all. Umefanya kazi but they do not pay, and
they are getting paid by patients.
Yes, some are very renowned. Mkiziona mnaweza shtuka. So yeah, it's a lot, and but ukipata job county, like it's better because it gives you a platform to even hire your studies. Like maybe you can do anesthesia, you can do pediatrics, and and also like it's a whole ladder before you can get to where the amount of money you want to be paid. So yeah, the opportunities are there, but it's a whole process.
I have met clinical officers who are going back to school to do nursing. What is it about nursing in this country that is making even clinical officers go back to KMTCs?
It's not even nursing in this country. Like, unajua, so not like, for example, my case, I'm a clinical officer, but I couldn't find anything internationally. So for people with interests on an international,
even going out,
yes, akuna, like unajipata like you struggle so much. There was a time I wrote a CV kuona kama like I can get a job in the UK for 6 hours. I sat down, like analyzed the whole CV, only for me to be told like I can't qualify for now until sijui I do something else, or blah blah blah, story mingi hapo hivyo. But now you see for a nurse with a diploma, unapata like they have so many opportunities. You can even envy them. Unapata like mtu like any country, you know, a nurse is a nurse in any country. So utapata akienda UK ataanza job, akienda US ataanza job, and like for clinical officers, it's a lot, but it's good because it helps pay the bills, etc. But if you want something higher, you lazima ujitume kabisa.
Yeah, so I found it a bit challenging for even transferring clinical officers. Ilikuwa imenikalia. You know, there's a new program, and actually, sorry to say that I was doing an experiment with you to see whether this thing will work.
And I told God, Mungu kama utanitumia kama lab, mimi nimekubali.
You are my lab rat. So nilikuwa najaribu nione how I can help clinical officers. There are so many of them, and but mimi clinical officer tutafutia kazi kwa counties, ni job haziadvertisiwi, wanapewa contract, sometimes wanagoma the condition and all that. So then peleka mtu nje as a clinical officer inakuwa another challenge, especially going to work. But now with you, we explore different ways of how we can get there, and with your success now I have a path for guys now who have done clinical medicine, so that they can be able to go. Because even here in this country, it's difficult. Kwanza wale wamefanyikiwa degree sasa, afadhali atafanya diploma ya nursing. So because with nurses now, like in the US, what I realized when I went to Missouri, we had a meeting with the president of the university. That's what the vice chancellor. The demand for nurses is so much that they normally, the hospitals, like there's an hospital near Springfield, near the university, so in Springfield, they have booked students. Their class has 100 nurses, one class. Kama ni first year, undergraduate ni 1, second year. So a total of 400 wako booked by an hospital.
What?
Awa wakimali. Now the hospital pays the school to keep them for them. Wasipeane kwa any other hospital. So that is why it's easy for you to make it out there as a nurse because of the demand. It's crazy. So ukifika tu hiyo ukiweza kuingia hiyo field mazee, that is one field that I know you never regret in the United States nursing. Makes it, the nurses earn very well. I've also seen we have traveling nurses and all that. So it's another field.
I have a friend. Yeah, amefanya degree in clinical medicine and surgery. Luckily, she went to the UK on a spouse visa.
Yeah.
Do you know she had to start as a CNA?
What are you saying?
Yeah, like
from scratch.
From scratch.
She could not find a job with that degree in clinical medicine.
It's she feels wasted. Let me talk on her behalf. And I feel vibaya sana. It's a lot. It's bad.
I understand. Yeah, but now with your success, because I'll be following up with your story very much all the way to the United States, so that we can be able to show these students the career path they can be followed for those who have done clinical medicine, instead of wasting another time going back to school to do nursing. Because I've seen some, mtu ashamaliza clinical medicine anarudi tena
kufanya nursing.
You went the other way. Director of Medical Services, the national government, akicomment akisema, you guys, the clinical officers, sijui ni career iliintroduciwa to plug in shortage ya doctors in 1980. It was supposed to be stopped in the 1990s.
Again, we were right.
Mliwaweka pressure mpaka wakatokea wakasema, no, you guys, we can't even take you outside the country because this program was supposed to be stopped. Mlikuwa mmeletwa ku plug in shortage of doctors, but right now there are enough doctors. We don't need clinical officers anymore. That's what he said when you guys understood it. It's very unfortunate, and such comments were not supposed even to come from him, because at the same time, government is making money by teaching in their schools. KMTC is their school, right? These universities are public, they are government owned. So if they know they are misleading students, why continue with these programs that you know are not supposed to be there, or you know you're not even going to recruit these students into government, into public hospitals. So I think to some extent they are wasting students, and some of these things need to be properly aligned.
I even tell like my friends, ama mtu akiniuliza between clinical medicine and nursing, I tell them clinical medicine is good, like especially kama you do not have plans za work outside the country, but if you in the future you want to have an international platform, kindly go for something that is known worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think maybe clinical medicine is normally here in Kenya. I have gone through universities in the US, I've not found it.
It's not there.
It's not there. I've gone, so that I was looking for opportunities for where we can transfer, because when you're doing transfer, if someone has done diploma in civil engineering, you must transfer them to bachelors in civil engineering. You cannot transfer to something. So hiyo kitu tulipata ilikuwa close na clinical medicine, ilikuwa clinical lab. Hiyo tulipata, and that's why we were able to place you in clinical lab. And then we maneuvered our way and you were able to go there. So now I don't know what message you have for your friends and classmates and people who have done medical clinical medicine like yourself, or medical officers.
All I can tell them, all hope is not lost. If you want to pursue something, like if you feel like it's deep within you, kindly do not feel limited. Explore. There are so many options for us out there, whether you're a clinical officer or a nurse. There's so much, like na kuomba sana, kuomba pia inasaidia sana. All hope is not lost. We told God, kama atanitumia kama lab, kama ni mimi nitaonesha clinical officers njia hadi na huko nje, I'll be so open, I'll be so transparent about my transition even on that other side, so that wasaidike, because I know so many are frustrated like me, so
I know.
siwezi taka mtu aishi kwa hiyo kakuni ya kujihurumia forever. I'll lead them, I'll help them.
Yeah, perfect. So we'll be looking at your journey. We'll be sharing your story some more, so that even those students who are coming through the program will be able to know now this is the path to follow. This is how you make it out there as a clinical officer. For those who want to to move to the United States to study and get an opportunity to work, because transitioning is required, especially for areas where the government has a shortage, like in the medical field. It's easier for guys to go there, whether you have, and in our program, whether you have done engineering, doesn't matter, medicine, whether you have done law, you come, we will get a solution for you. I normally say there is nothing that can limit a mind that is willing to explore, to investigate, and to find a path for young people, because you see these frustrations, that's why you're seeing them demonstrating and all that. And the government is introducing some bad tax laws, like the finance bill that was withdrawn. That was bad, man.
That was selfish.
Bad.
Very selfish.
Very bad. And what the government needs to do is to cut taxes, so that you can increase people now who are coming in to invest, so that you can create jobs, bring in people who can invest in our economy, so that they can create jobs, and you can have now more taxes, more people to collect taxes from, instead of pressing the already pressed person with more taxes. Increase the payers, lower the taxes, by investments. But the current way of squeezing each and everyone everywhere, and
the worst part, it's
so bad. You cannot tax your way to prosperity as a country. That's why, for me, my philosophy, even as I'm in leadership, is instead of arguing all the day about how we share a cake, let us argue about how we bake it in the first place, so that we can bake a bigger one. Then the sharing argument ceases. Let us talk about how we can generate more revenue by borrowing. When you borrow money, or when you have money like the government has, put this money somewhere, it's going to produce more money. Why should a government spend 400 billion to build roads? Huku Ushago, of course we want those roads.
Yeah, we want them.
But you can take that 400 billion, we'll jenga 6-lane highway linking Nairobi and Mombasa, now uweke tolls, and collect this money as government. Then whatever you collect now, enda ukajenge barabara, because you collect this forever, rather than you're pressing people for taxes and you're taking this money and just wasting it around. So you can put money where it can bring in more money, and then that way you can be, or then you can also give people who are giving government shares. Like, I don't know whether the Kenyan government even has shares in the expressway. Tunashindanga hapo tunalipa tolls, but I don't know whether the government has even 20% shareholding, so that we know this thing is generating money for the country. So we need to think about how we bake the cake more, rather than arguing all the time about how the cake is distributed. Even the MPs, when they went in to vote for these bad tax laws, it's because they were saying, oh, niliitwa na president nastaki animaki akatai kuletea watu wangu kitu sijui barabara. Man, I was not planning to make today's show politics. It was supposed to be about you.
I feel the same.
I know the frustration that is with young people in this country. Imagine now, you want to force some MP to come and one MP to go and vote for this tax law, despite the people objecting to it. And you are the people's representative. You choose to represent the executive instead of instead of the people. Then they go and argue it's because I want a road. You know, even our priorities as leaders are warped when you say I voted because I want a road for my constituents. How many people have cars that they need this road so much? How many people are sleeping hungry? The immediate need is food. So if you can address that and people have money in their pockets, then it's fine. So I think our priorities sometimes are wrong, and we can discuss, instead of kugawa keki sana, mimi nagawiwa nini CDF, county tugawiwe nini, Even as a county government, our biggest priority should be how do we generate more revenue from local sources so that we can be able to do development even when there are delays from the exchequer at the national level. So I think that is one of the failures. And as a leader, when I started hii maneno ya kupeleka watu majuu, it's because I shared this frustration with young people. Wanakuja kwako asubuhi, tunataka job, tutafutie kazi kwa county, na kwa county sioni opportunities. But you know, when people place you in a place of leadership, wanataka uone mbali kwenye hawaoni. So that's why I'm here. And nikasema hiki
nilikuwa nimesema nikianguka, let me just tell you, nilikuwa nimesema nikianguka interview mimi nakubembeleza unitafutie kazi county.
Kwa county. Sikia sasa, I don't remember the last time the county advertised. I think the county of Meru advertised 2023 early. I think January 2023.
The one that has advertised ni Tharaka Nithi, but Meru hasn't.
Meru advertised early 2023. Then kukakuwa na mzozo kati ya governor na the county public service board. Shortlisting has never been done up to now. So I don't know what will happen. So executive inasema hakuna pesa ya watu mnaji. Yet these are supposed to be replacements for people who have retired, died, resigned, and all those things. But there is that, the money is there because these people who have retired, they were in the budget. So kukakuwa na hiyo mivutano. Then, you know, there are these issues of favorism when it comes to employment instead of merit, instead of looking at people who maybe graduated first, you absorb them first. Neza pata wewe umekaa nje 5 years, kuna mtu amegraduate last year because of networks anapata job. There are all those problems that are there, but I thought of a way that we can make it easier for young people to be able to go out there to seize more opportunities and to be able to excel and to be able to succeed. And that is what makes me sit here every Thursday to talk about this opportunity and to share the stories. So I'm looking forward to you succeeding and now knowing that it was the right decision that you made.
I can't even wait. Like, unajua sasa ni mimi nitakuwa ground to tell you like maybe for clinical naona hivi na hivi na hivi. I can't wait.
Sometimes pia unapelekanga watu huko ukiwatafuta baadaye uwapati. Watu wanaenda wanakuwa busy. Wanaingia kwa live zao wanakuwa absorbed. Wanakuwa na nini ingine. So ama wanaona you are asking for too much from them. So but I think if we have that spirit of kusaidia wengine the way where pia ulisaidiwa and all that, in as much as you pay something for it, at the end of the day it's facilitative payment. I think this opportunity, ukienda mahali hata pale Oshual kwa Wahindi uambie wakupeleke America, they will charge you 1 million.
Like compared to what other agencies ask for, na maybe like hata unaenda kusika asylum, you guys very
so you
considerable.
You think we are affordable?
You guys are affordable compared to kuna agencies zingine they even asking for 700k.
What are you saying?
700k, you've not even paid for your ticket, you don't even know how you're going to survive on that other side. It's a
mtu anakuambia ndakusaidia lakini unilipe 700,000.
Akikubreakia down pesa inafika 760 na huko.
Na sasa hiyo huko assured utapata visa.
Na unaenda
700 inaweza enda hivi.
Na unaenda na tourist visa. So ukishafika huko unasika asylum.
That's the arrangement.
Yes.
Uende na tourist visa ukasika asylum. You know, seeking asylum means you never come back.
Exactly. Ever imagine.
Because you seek asylum, so you are protected, you never come back.
Imagine.
Zinakuanga tourist.
Unaenda na tourist visa, so kufika huko like you can create a whole scenario. So, like when you LGBTQ, like maybe unachapa kwenyu the political wars, like for example whatever is happening right now.
Then unapewa asylum, sasa unakaa huko. Na umelipa wase 700
and some money, and you've not paid for your air ticket. You don't know even. No wonder like there was a whole crisis.
Have you ever tried your path yourself?
I asked, like I have so much information. Like, the whole house last year I did explorations.
2023.
2023. Like I did so much explorations. So unapata. No wonder like the whole last year there were crises on people sleeping on the road.
Yes.
In Canada.
Yes.
Because kumeja, because we have war in Ukraine. Ukraine has war, so
watu wanaanza kuingia Canada na US.
Exactly. So unapata yenyu imewekwa na huku chini. Watu wamelala nje. Toronto, yeah, it was all over. So imagine you're in a foreign country, unalala nje kwa streets, you paid a lot of money. So clearly even coming back, you're coming back to basically nothing. Yeah.
No, this is too much. Oh my. Yeah, so unaenda mahali unaambiwa tupatie 700 tukupeleke as a tourist. Guys, kama uko na papers, just a diploma ama a degree, usijaribu kuenda as an immigrant uende ukachukua asylum na nini. Student visas are easier to get actually than visit visas.
And safer because like hey, you can work, you can explore the country. Yeah. So like unajipata like uko na comfortable ama a reasonable way of living.
Yeah, as a student, you know you're in status na nini. And our job here is to help you to stay in status. Because pia tutaki kuchoma. Tuambie sisi tunapeleka watu US, wanaenda wanapotea. Ama tunaona funny tag ama watu wana feel abandoned. So we would like to take you on a path that you're going to succeed and we will be able to carry your story as someone who has succeeded in that path.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you have any closing remarks as we close today's Success Beyond Borders with Africa Airlift Initiative session.
All I can say is thank you so much for even this opportunity and helping me have a smooth transition and and even you guys, especially like Hosea tumesumbuana kwanza nini nakumbuka DS160 tulikuwa tunajaza saa 6 za usiku on a Tuesday so that I can bring it to you on Wednesday and then now on Thursday pay my service and then Friday go for my
yani mmekuwa mkifanya kazi mpaka late nights.
Tumefanya kazi yes
na wamejitolea.
Thank you so much. And
kuna wengine 5 ikifika wanafunga laptop na kuzima simu. Tupatane kesho asubuhi.
We've worked even on a Saturday ama ni Sunday. Unaona like it's past his working days. Wamejitolea kabisa. They were really helpful.
I'm very much grateful for them because they go out of their way to help students. It's not about the job.
It's not even about the job.
It's about the opportunity to help. Because ingekuwa job, masaa ya kazi kufungwa ikifika wanafaa wafungange waende. But I'm doing meetings with them, with students, saa 2 ya usiku mpaka saa 5 ya usiku tuko. Online meetings, doing applications, all these things. The other day I was with one of them, anaona anapigiwa simu 11 usiku na client. Mambo yangu imefika wapi na ujua atachukua. Answer and everything. Yeah, so I think yao ni kujitolea. It's more about kujitolea other than actually working for us. So
na kujitolea and getting really happy for you because I remember when I got my first I-20 I was so happy. And hii kitu tutapata. And then like now when I got my visa Hosea alinipigia niko kwa basi nikamwambia right now I'm not composed, wacha nifike kwanza nyumbani, I will call you nikiwa composed.
Yes. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, so now as we close today's session, I don't know whether there is anything.
No, I'm done.
So I'm very much grateful to have hosted Ann Maina today. She's one of our premier students, transfer student who is going to Missouri State University. She is a clinic officer, so there is a way out for clinic officers who have been feeling that the career they chose has been limiting them, and through her success I believe we are going to have more success stories. So it's important to join our program early on so that we take you to the embassy. One of the advantages you faced, and that's why you never even face so many questions, is we went to the embassy mapema. You realize that when there is a September intake, kuna numbers wanakuanga wameambiwa za students wasipitisha, for example quarters za hiyo intake. So the more unaenda embassy July, August, chances za kupata visa they decrease. But when walienda January na February, March, April, most of them wako wanaulizwa hata maswali mingi. Where are you going? What are you going to do? What do you do? Hata funding hao wanaulizwa. Wanapewa tu visa na mtu anatoka embassy. So I think the earlier you go the better. So even for those who want to go in January, by October nataka nifikue hao watu wote niko nao wa January wamefikishwa embassy. So that we increase the chances of getting it. The moment you go early, like yourself, au kusumbuliwa.
Asikusumbuliwa, niliulizwa tu maswali mbili.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, so I think that is one of the key areas we have about kuhakikisha tumefika hiyo embassy mapema so that you have your visa mapema and we are able to move. So I want to thank all our viewers for following through today's program. You can subscribe to our channel and recommend it to your friends to subscribe so that they can be able to share in the success of their lives, of their careers. And I hope even some of your friends now who you are in school with and everybody, bring them on board wasaidike too.
I can't wait.
And I know some of them will be reaching out to you to hear your story and you can be able to direct them to us and we'll be able to guide them accordingly. So from me here, your host, Kyogora DMK, the founder and executive director of Africa Airlift Initiative. Till next week, bye-bye.
Ready to dream? Welcome to Stories by Africa Airlift Initiative. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. This is Nancy, and this is her first step.
Well, it started when I was a kid. Not a kid, a teenager actually. I used to watch a lot of American movies. Yeah, actually, that is. Yeah. So expectations like getting more skills and knowledge.
Let's look into her story and find out more about her journey with African Airlift Initiative.
So my dream to go to the United States actually started when I was a teenager. I used to watch a lot of American movies with the classroom environment, most especially the universities. I liked the environment, the way they had diverse students from different communities, and that is where my dream grew when studying in the United States. Then I met with DMK. He's actually my MCA in a Bogota West Ward. So he told me about the AAI program and he helped me on how to apply for my school, that is Iowa State University. And actually he held my hand from the start to the end. And the school process application was very smooth through DMK's help. So I did send my resume as well as my statement of purpose and the recommendation letter from my faculty professors. And the school did send me constant emails about my application process, and it was very smooth. Then during my visa coaching, I was helped by DMK. We used to go to Muranga Square and he used to coach us as a group, which is how I was able to get my visa at the embassy. Yeah, I'm very grateful to DMK for holding my hand from the start to the end. Yeah, I took a student loan and power loan, which is catering for my cost of attendance for the first 9 months. But I'm confident that I'm going to get a graduate assistantship. For starters, I'm sure there's an on-campus employment, which is going to help me to cater for my living expenses, like pen, utilities, books and supplies, and rent, all the expenses in short. Yeah, and I'm also going to be applying for a graduate assistantship, which is going to be covering full tuition fees. Yeah. And I'm sure I'll make friends with students from different diversity, that is from different communities. Yeah. So for any student that is who has completed high school or they have done their undergraduate, I would highly recommend you to join AAI program. They are very good. They are going to help you from the start to the end, and you're going to bear the fruit when you join the program.
At Africa Airlift